You know, we spend so much of our lives staring at screens. But have you ever stopped to think about what that glow is doing to your skin? It's this new kind of environmental stress we're all swimming in every single day. And honestly, we're just starting to figure out what it all means. Okay, get ready for this number. 344. What is that? Well, according to one study, that's how many times the average American checks their phone every single day. That works out to about once every 4 minutes we're awake. And all those little checks, they really add up. So, yeah, we all know about the eye strain, right? Or how it can mess with our sleep. But this constant exposure begs a bigger question. What is all that blue light, the light literally coming from our devices, doing to our skin? All right, so to really get into that, first things first, we have to break down what this blue light stuff even is. Okay, so think of the light you can see, like a rainbow. Blue light is just one color in that rainbow. But here's the kicker. It has a really short, punchy wavelength, which means it carries a ton of energy. And unlike UV rays that kind of hang out on the surface of your skin, this high-energy light, also called HEV light, can dive way deeper. We're talking deep down into the layers where all the important stuff, like your collagen and elastin, lives. Now, you're probably thinking, isn't the sun the biggest source of blue light? And you're right, it's a huge one. But what's different now, what's totally new in human history, is this constant, up-close and personal exposure we get from our phones, our laptops, even our indoor lighting. It all adds up, creating this cumulative dose that dermatologists are really starting to pay attention to. Okay, so how does this light actually go from your screen to, stressing out your skin? Let's get into the nitty-gritty biology of it. Yeah, this quote from a recent study really just hits the nail on the head. The damage isn't just one simple thing. It's this whole domino effect, a cascade of problems. We're talking everything from breaking down the very structure of your skin to causing inflammation and those annoying dark spots. So here's how the chain reaction works. The second that blue light touches your skin, it kicks off the production of these things called reactive oxygen species, or ROS for short. The best way to think of them? They're like these tiny chaotic pinballs bouncing around inside your skin cells, causing damage everywhere they go. This chaos is what scientists call oxidative stress. It's basically the same reason an apple turns brown when you leave it out. And over time, all that stress just chews away at your collagen, leading to fine lines and can even kickstart hyperpigmentation. And get this, the sheer scale of this is what's wild. One study found that blue light can cause a 10 times increase in these damaging little molecules, tenfold. That just shows you how much stress our cells are under, all from something we're glued to all day long. But, okay, it's not all doom and gloom, because the same science that found the problem also pointed to a solution, and it's a pretty powerful one. Researchers found that a good topical antioxidant serum could slash the creation of those damaging ROS molecules by 51%. That's more than half, so we can fight back. All right, so now that we know what we're up against, how do we actually protect ourselves? Let's talk practical, real-world strategies. Think of it like a 1-2 punch. The best defense has two parts. First, there's what you put on your skin to create a shield. And second, there are the lifestyle changes you can make to just lower your exposure in the first place. So when you're looking at a product, what ingredients should you be searching for? Well, powerhouse antioxidants like vitamin C and E are must. They're the ones that go in and neutralize those pesky free radicals. But here's a pro tip. Also look for mineral sunscreens that contain iron oxides. Why? Because they're amazing at physically blocking visible light, and that includes blue light. And then there's the lifestyle stuff, which can make a huge difference. Super easy one. Just turn on night mode on your devices. Done. Another great one for your eyes and your skin is the 20-20-20 rule. You've probably heard it. Every 20 minutes, just look away at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. It sounds simple, but it really helps break up that constant cumulative exposure. Okay, so let's bring it all home. What's the final takeaway here? How worried do you actually need to be about all this? Look, the consensus here is that this is not about freaking out. It's about being smart and aware. Blue light isn't in the same league as UV rays when it comes to scary stuff like skin cancer. But that constant, day in, day out, long-term exposure, that's what makes it a totally modern environmental stressor. And it absolutely plays a role in things like premature aging and pigmentation. And that really leaves us with a big final thought, doesn't it? For so long, when we talked about environmental protection for our skin, we meant sunscreen for UV rays and maybe something for pollution. But our environment has changed. It's now digital. So maybe our definition of how we protect our skin has to change right along with it.